be documenting my portfolio through Wealthsimple Trade. I intend on using a dividend growth strategy to produce stable and predictable returns. For beginners, it might be very daunting to get involved into the investment space. I want to show individuals that you are able to provide decent returns with little amounts of money. It's important to consider that investing takes time, and we want to follow macroeconomic trends that consistently provide returns. Over the course of the last 20 years, you can see a considerable move in the S&P 500, which is the largest 500 stocks in America. This isn't surprising since inflation averages 2% a year, and if you're buying companies that have a decent business model and can provide growing revenue year after year. In this portfolio, we'll be starting off by buying core foundational securities such as ETFs and indexes to start. By doing this, we limit our volatility and we are able to reinvest cash as we deposit more. So I'll be starting this with $100 and frequently depositing more money into this account. It's important to know that consistency will show returns over time. The first security I'm interested in purchasing is the VDY High Dividend Yield Index. This is traded on the TSX and provides a nearly 4% yield. I chose this ETF to provide a decent monthly cash flow while we accumulate cash to invest with. They are currently traded at just over $40 a share, and they pay a monthly distribution. Since its inception, it's been fairly stable, hovering around about the $35 mark, and just recently has broke out of the $40. So we can rely on this ETF to provide stable and predictable returns. If we look at their distribution frequency, we can see that they pay about in the middle of the month, and they pay between a 8 cents and a 15 cent per share distribution. That may not seem like much, but as we deposit more and more money into this account, this will provide a snowball effect every month, being able to buy more shares at whatever the cost is at that time. Another reason why I like this ETF is if you look at their holdings, they're some of the largest companies in Canada, and they all are very reliable. They are in the finance space, natural resources, energy, telecommunications. You can see how well they've performed since their inception, providing 125% over every increment of time they've provided a positive return. Note that this performance is taking into account distributions reinvested, because this is total returns. This is also the share price of the ETF and the distributions. Over time, I want to share and grow this portfolio. You can even compare this portfolio to major indexes and your investments to see how it performs.